It's you can watch it either dubbed or you can watch it with subtitles. Personally, I could watch it dubbed because I grew up watching kung fu movies, so the dub shit never bothered me. Actually, I prefer dub because it's just for nostalgic reasons. I just like that. So, you think you gonna kill me? You gotta be like fucked up, you know? Alright, y'all. So today was one of those lazy days where I didn't feel like doing nothing. So I was supposed to go to the movies to check out either Plane or Missing. And the theater that I go to where I have my AMCA list at is 10 miles from me. And I did not feel like driving 10 miles today. Today just one of the days I just didn't feel like it. So I said, okay, what's new on Netflix? And Netflix has been letting me down lately, but I said, you know what? I do want to watch something, but I'm gonna watch it at home. I'm gonna watch it on Netflix. If it's new, I'm gonna check it out and review it, and hopefully I enjoy it. So today I'm gonna be reviewing Not Missing, Not Plane, because actually there's enough reviews for those movies anyway. You don't want to hear my 2 cents on that shit. 'Cause if I did drop it, it probably would get like 20 or 30 views or whatever. So instead, I checked out a Korean sci-fi action movie drama-ish type deal called Jung E. And I'm already bad with names, so I'm not even gonna try to pronounce the names of the actors that directed this movie. It's a Korean post-apocalyptic sci-fi film, and I like those kind of movies. I love the Mad Max movies, Edge of Tomorrow, stuff like that. I Robot. I love all that stuff. You know, RoboCop. And this movie is almost a perfect gumbo, a perfect combination of all those movies. So I think one of the criticisms that I think this movie will get, but not from me, one of the criticisms we'll get, it'll say, well, it wasn't original because, you know, you've seen this movie in iRobot, you've seen this movie in RoboCop, and all the movies I just mentioned. But my thing is, if you're going to copy a movie, do it right. Okay, if you do it right and still have your own little flavor to it, I don't mind that. But when it's a direct copycat, that's when I'm like, all right, you have no originality whatsoever. And the one that I will compare it to the most is one of my favorite movies, RoboCop. And RoboCop had a lot of copycats, but what they got wrong, what the copycats got wrong, is what really made RoboCop special. That's not the shoot 'em ups, not the gore and the action, but the heart that the movie had, because it was all about Alex Murphy finding his humanity under all that metal and all that, you know, all the shit they did to him. He's trying to hold on to a little bit of humanity that he has. You know what I'm saying? So it kept you rooting for him and it kept you engaged in the movie because you want to see, okay, how does this character end? Tragic movie because he does keep his humanity, but he's still this machine. So the whole point of this movie, let me see if I can get this right. Earth is all fucked up. So this takes place in the 22nd century. Earth has become a place where you can't live there no more. Okay, global warming and climate control has just messed the Earth up. So now everybody that's on Earth has to go to these man-made shelters that are created, and within these man-made shelters, a civil war breaks out where they're trying to take each other out. You know, like humans, for some reason, we can never just coexist without no wars. I don't know why, you know. But anyways, so one side decides to take the best mercenary that they have, their best soldier, and try to replicate its brain and create a whole army of AI soldiers that are like that soldier. But now, see, unlike RoboCop, see, when they showed RoboCop's origin, they showed how they made him, how they created him, and then boom, they put him on the street. Do your thing, RoboCop. Fuck up the bad guys. But in this movie, you see the painstaking process of how they actually torture this person. Because the soldier was wounded in battle. Okay, she was wounded in battle. She got messed up, and they said, but even though she got fucked up in battle, this was the baddest soldier that they had. So they kept her on ice. They kept her alive, and they're testing her brain. So they put her through all kind of trials and all kind of tests, and they torture this chick. They torture the fuck out of her. And one of the main researchers happens to be her daughter. Okay, I'm not gonna spoil. I'm just giving you the basic. You can read this shit. It'll say it in the synopsis. Okay, one of the main researchers is her daughter, and the daughter is happy to work on this because it's like, okay, I could probably resurrect my mom and bring her back. But when she sees the stuff that they're doing to her, it's like, wow, man. Like, I don't want to compare it to Passion of the Christ, but man, like leave her alone. What are y'all doing? You know what I mean? So I had an interesting experience with this film because I'm in the comfort of my home, right? So I'm in my recliner, I'm reclining back, I'm chilling. I got my popcorn, I got my hot dogs, and I'm just, you know, just stuffing my fat face. And now the movie starts out action packed. It starts out with a nice action sequence. little suspect CGI, but you know that's to be expected nowadays. But a nice action set piece. So I'm like watching, like holy shit, like this should have been in the theater. I'm glad I sat home for this because from what I heard about Plane and well, I didn't see any reviews for Missing yet. But from what I heard about Plane, like, you know, I heard it was kind of generic. So I said, shit, I'm glad I stayed home. This looks pretty good. So it opens up with a big action set piece, and then the movie kind of just, I don't want to say drags, but it just becomes a drama after that. It becomes a sci-fi drama. So you might be expecting a big action extravaganza like Edge of Tomorrow when you watch the opening of it, and then you might feel disappointed because you don't see a lot of action in this movie until like near the end. So the action scenes are like few and far between, but when the action happens, the action is on point. So I fell asleep. Yes, I did. I slept. I was doing my ugly snore, but something in my mind was saying, but hold up, even though I fell asleep, it's not because the movie was boring. It's because my lazy ass is just tired, okay? So there's sometimes where I go to sleep where, okay, I know the movie's bad, I'm not going to give it a chance again, but I woke up near the end, and another great action set, right? So I'm like, nah, there's no way that this movie is bad with the way this movie started and the way this movie ended. Okay, so I went back and rewatched it all over again. So that's the reason why I'm getting this review out late, because I actually watched the movie twice back to back because I knew there was a good movie in there somewhere, and it was, and it didn't disappoint. Yes, it's a slow burn, but I was so not fascinated, but I was so interested in the story because, like I said, it reminds me a lot of RoboCop, and it's like how they tortured this lady, and I mean, not only the fact that they tortured, don't get me wrong, but how the daughter's trying to save her. The daughter's seeing that this is wrong, and so she spends a lot of the movie trying to save her mom from what they're doing to her. And they even have some touching moments in here, you know, some mother-daughter moments. And come to find out, the actress, I believe, that plays the daughter, this was her last film. She passed away right before the movie came out. So she did a dope job, you know, rest in peace. Great final performance. And so wrapping this up, y'all, not take much more of your time. I really enjoyed this joint. Now, like I said, if you're expecting an Edge of Tomorrow or something like that, you're not going to get that because there's not a lot of action, but the action is on point. But this is more like a drama. This is more like a sci-fi post-apocalyptic drama with some dope-ass action, you know, at the beginning and near the end, okay? And that's pretty much that in a nutshell. So I'm going to give Jung-E, I'm going to give it a B+. Really enjoyed it. Glad I stayed home today. I didn't feel like taking that drive, y'all. I'm sorry. If AMC was closer, I wouldn't mind doing it, but today was just not one of them days. But I'm glad I stayed home because I really did enjoy this film. It's you can watch it either dubbed or you can watch it with subtitles. Personally, I could watch it dubbed because I grew up watching kung fu movies, so the dub shit never bothered me. Actually, I prefer dub because it's just for nostalgic reasons. I just like that. So, you think you gonna kill me? You gotta be like fucked up, you know. So, anyways, y'all. Have you seen Jung-E? Let me know what you thought. Comment freely below. Let me know, you know what you thought about the movie. If you like and dig this content, hit that like and subscribe notification bell in the corner. This is Rashad G signing out. See you in the next video.